Mid blitz is one of the most annoying and most popular defenses in the game every single year. And in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to give you 3 different ways of beating mid blitz and other blitz heavy defenses. So the next time someone tries spamming this on you, you're excited to see it and you're able to score a ton of touchdowns. First, one of the best ways to beat these styles of heavy blitz defenses, especially mid blitz, is going to be simply running the ball. Now, it's not just any kind of run. Usually we want to attack with an outside style run. Right now I'm in the Chargers offensive playbook, and let's go into the I form close, and we're going to scroll down and find something like the halfback stretch. This run is going to consistently be a big hitter potential type play, and you can see right here. This defense, everything is all pulled up into the middle. So what do? We run it to the outside. See how everybody's on the line of scrimmage right here? Run to the outside. We can also flip this run, go to the left. We go here, bang. Now, not every single run is going to be big, but we're going to make them have to respect the run game. Now, what if they do something like this, where they start setting up run defense for you? Well, what we can actually do is go from I form and go into something like spread or some kind of other heavy passing set. That's because inside of Madden 26, we can actually use something called the gadget at halfback package. That's by using the right stick and flicking between these packages and going to gadget at halfback. Right now, if we go into my depth chart, you'll actually see that I have a wide receiver at that gadget position. You see right here, Darius Davis. He's my gadget. So when I use that gadget at halfback player position or that package, I'm able to go from here. If I like the look, I can run the ball. And if I don't, I can just audible into my normal passing offense if that's the style of offense that we run. This makes your offense very multi-dimensional and very tough for them to be a heavy blitzing defense against because you can hit them in different ways. Now, the second way to beat mid-blitz is actually really simple. We're just going to block it. Now, I'm not going to give you some advanced formula here to be able to block mid-blitz because those can be tough and sometimes they can change based on the defense. Instead, I'm going to give you one tried-and-true method that's going to work against a lot of players you play against. We're going to call a formation that has a tight end who can block and a halfback who can block. We're going to block both of them with our hot routes, okay? They're both blocking. Now, a lot of mediocre players, people who are kind of mid-level who run mid-blitz, will at least at first just sit in man coverage. So what we're going to do, block our tight end and our halfback, that way the blitz can't come in. Then we're going to put man-beating routes on the field. I like to do something like this right here, where I have a comeback route, I have a slot drag, and then I have a post route from my ISO wide receiver. You can do a bunch of different combinations. From here, though, the reason we're doing this is because we have 3 different routes that can beat man coverage, which I really like our odds. You can do this from a ton of formations. Right now I'm in the gun Y off trio weak, and let's go to a play like PA post dig shot. Now again, they could even bring the safety down and hover right here. I'm going to block my halfback. My tight end's already blocking. I don't like this play a ton right now because all the routes are really deep and they're sending pressure. They're going to get sheds pretty fast. So what I might do is put maybe a comeback on the field. Maybe I'll then drag this ISO wide receiver just so we have a faster developing route. Let's snap this ball now. You see we're able to block everything, and we get enough time where we're able to hit this comeback as he breaks. There's a bunch of different route combinations we could do, things like zigs, in routes, post routes, comebacks, outs. You just want to make sure you're putting man-beating routes on the field, and from there, you're just making a simple read. If they have to worry about this, and they're worried about the run game as well, it's going to be tough for them to be able to run mid-blitz on you consistently. Now, our next way of beating mid-blitz is by far the hardest, but if you can do this, you will never lose to a heavy blitz ever again. This is called 5 outing. The goal of this is to send every single player out on a route. So right here, we're going to have our halfback going out on a route, and we'll put our tight end on a drag. We'll do something that looks like this right here. The reason for this is that they're blitzing everybody, which means it's going to be hard to cover all of our receivers out on routes. If we can simply hit a quick read on them that gets open, we're going to have a ton of rack. And it means all of the blitzers are useless because we're getting the ball out too fast. Now, the issue with doing this is that you have to make a quick read, okay? So one of 2 things happens to a lot of players. They snap the ball, and they're just not ready to throw it. They don't know where to look, and they just take a sack. That's really bad. The other thing that happens is that they make the wrong read because they have to throw the ball too fast. And what will happen is they'll throw a pick 6 like this. So if you're going to use this method, you 1, need to make sure you're comfortable and you know that you're doing it, okay? And 2, you need to make sure you're calling good plays that have quick developing routes. Right here, I have a wheel route that's fast. I can look for him. I have a tight end drag that's really fast. And then I also have another drag route from our outside wide receiver that's going to be fast. The corner crosser will take an extra second or so to open up, but those are still quicker developing routes. You can see right here, bang, oh, send pressure. We hit that tight end drag. We're able to get loose. That's what the play is going to look like when ran correctly. If you mix this in with running the ball and you mix this in with blocking the blitz as well, like we talked about before, they never know what you're going to do. And it gives you so many options to dominate this pretty kind of mindless style of defense. Now, if you want plays on offense that are built to destroy defenses like this and anything you'll see when you play online or against a CPU, check out my website, civil.gg, and use code CIVIL30 for 30% off everything you need to start winning more games. We have over 2,000 active members who have had a ton of success using our offenses and our defenses. These are designed for players of all skill levels and game modes.